Parenting, sex, and relationships. So, how do you open up that discussion? Is it even important for you as a parent to talk with your child about sex? At the mention of these, many parents feel that really this is not something that they want to. They feel like it's even a taboo mentioning the name. They feel, how am I going to do this with my son, with my daughter? Am I not going to expose to them so much that they are not supposed to know? Just how will I even do it? My name is Matilda M. Dama. I am a counseling psychologist, the director Let's Talk Initiative, an initiative that works with young people. We work with families, we work with churches, in schools, churches, and also families. In this clip, I want to take you through the journey of having the sex talk with your son, with your daughter. It's very crucial. You don't have to be ashamed about it because if you do, parents, at the end of the day, you are the people who are going to suffer most because whether you tell them or not, these things are there. It's better we'll be the first ones to tell them about them. So, before we can handle that area, it's very important that I share with you exactly the reasons why you should tell them. Number one, remember with the changing times, this thing is there. Times have changed. We can't run away from the truth. And do you know what? That at the end of the day, whether you tell them or not, they will know. Unfortunately, if you're not the first one to tell them about it, they will know this time. They will not just know theoretically, they'll know practically. Number two, I hear parents telling me that when you talk to them about it, they will know what they are not supposed to know. They'll have too much TMIs, too much information. But can I tell you what, parents? Even if you don't tell them about it, they will still know. And in fact, you are supposed to know. Chances are by now they know more than what you do. So you'd rather talk about it. Point number three reason you also need to understand as a parent that your child is your child alone, and it is your responsibility. And it is your responsibility to make sure that they grow up with the right values. At the end of the day, when it's all said and done, should things go wrong, the child will still come back to you. Respectively saying, we should be seeing how many children are getting premature pregnancies. We should also see the rise of single parenting. Some of us have gone that road. We don't have to allow our children to go through the same mistakes that we did. We can be able to talk to them so that we can be able to have that difference in their lives. So, the following tips are going to help you break off the ice and they are going to help you make the discussion much easier. Point number one, make your child your friend. Many parents today are totally strangers with their children. You cannot talk about such a topic with a stranger. Number two, parents, let us create time. I know times are hard. I know that we are busy people. But do you know what, parents? As much as we are busy, our children are still growing. And if we don't create time for them at this time, they will grow and they shall eventually come out of our houses. Unfortunately, they shall go as strangers. Unfortunately, they shall go with foundations that were not complete. Can you take your time and complete them? Don't take too much time investing for them. Invest in them. Make sure you inculcate values and character so that even after you're gone, they still can be able to hear your voices from a distance, you know. And then number three, parents, let us also make it easy for us to talk with them. By that I mean create the atmosphere. Don't over criticize them. Walk with them. Show them love. One complaint that I always hear from our children whenever I'm doing counseling is I have never been hurt. I have never been loved. Which to some extent I agree. We are too busy. We are too judgmental. We are too critical with them that you didn't do whatever I had told you, and now it seems like because they didn't do something, there's nothing that they did right. Learn to appreciate appreciate your child, learn to appreciate their weaknesses, learn to appreciate the persons that they are. As you do that, you reduce criticism and therefore you will have a bond. Point number 4, call it as it is. I always say that it is possible to teach our children about sex education from as low as 3 years. Tell them according to age relevancy. As you wash your 3-year daughter, son, tell them about their private parts. Tell them that nobody should touch them. And if somebody attempts, they should come and tell you. Then as they grow with them. When it gets to teenage, this is where you hit the nail on the head. Call it as it is. Parents, I'm saying, whatever the name of a private part is, mention it to them. Don't hide these things from them. You are their first mentor. Before their teachers, talk to them about it. Before I even go to their schools, talk to them about it. Make sure you'll have planted a seed so that our work will just be to water. Yes? And then finally, parents, make sure that you can assure them that no matter what they go through, you shall be there for them. Hold their hands, walk through the journey with them. I always say, once a parent, forever a parent. It is a blessing, it's a great honor. Remember, those children, they don't belong to you. You are just a steward. And at the end of the day, the Lord, who is the giver of that gift, shall be expecting you to give a report. What kind of report shall you give, parents? How did you bring up your son? How did you bring up your daughter? Don't allow these things, which we all know, get to bypass them. Give them the privilege of learning from you as their first one. Share your mistakes, share your journey. You remember that time when you're having so much feelings? You remember that time when you could see a girl and your heart just paragashed? Please talk to them about it. Share your experiences. So, on the other side, we are there for you. Should you need our support, we are there. And in case you want to get in touch, you can do it by 0723 064 328 or 0786 926 169. Our social media handles, all of them are at Let's Talk Initiative. May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord see you through. May He grant you all the wisdom that you need in order to do the right kind of parenting. For now, it's a goodbye.